Hello, everybody. And there's no better person in the whole of Caterpillar to actually talk about what has happened throughout 2021 than Rachel Potts, who I'm joined with by today, who is our Enterprise Communications Director. Rachel, thank you for joining us today.
Well, it is my pleasure, Andrew. This is one of my favorite topics, and our team certainly, we have the privilege of telling the stories of the great work that our employees around the world do. So happy to jump right in.
Yep, that's great. And obviously, being a very large global company, there are lots of things which many of us don't ever get to see. And, those are the stories which often I think are more interesting for people. One of the key things, obviously, through the last year has been our safety performance. And obviously, safety is top of mind, particularly in light of not just the pandemic, but also what we do day in, day out in the plants we have around the world. Perhaps you can talk a little bit about some things about safety that you've seen in 2021.
Certainly. Safety, of course, our top priority at Caterpillar. 2021, no different. And the pandemic, of course, only heightening that emphasis on safety. But our team approached it as they always do. A safety first mindset, a safety first culture, caring for themselves, caring for others, both at work and at home. And as part of our COVID safety protocols in 2021, and there were many, but we had many employees, myself included, working from home. But we had many, many more, thousands more who came in every day into our production facilities, into our distribution centers, on our customer job sites, and they did it to safely deliver on all the commitments we have for our dealers and our customers.
The most amazing thing is, again, I think it's our best safety year on record again this year in 2021.
To have the best safety years on record for 3 years in a row is an incredible accomplishment. To do it in the midst of a global pandemic.
Obviously, from our strategic perspective, one of our key areas of focus this year has been around services and services growth. It is something which we're really focused on from the executive office down. Perhaps you can talk about some of the milestones you've seen on services and our services growth journey through 2021.
Well, Andrew, I think one of our parts distribution network, let me start there, is critically important to the success of our strategy, but more importantly, it's the success of our customers. Getting those parts to our customers when they need them, it's so important. So we have invested a lot of capital and a lot of time to modernize our parts distribution network. We are investing using lean methodology, investing in automation and autonomous systems. And what that does is create an ecosystem that provides for both more efficiency, but also enhances our safety of our people inside those facilities. We are incredibly proud of the entire team that has helped design, develop, and deploy industry-leading autonomous solutions for our mining customers. We just achieved 2 impressive milestones, more than 500 autonomous trucks and moving more than 4 billion tons autonomously. These are both just awesome accomplishments. And then it's hard to talk services growth without talking Cat Financial. Cat Financial celebrated 40 years in 2021. Happy anniversary to them. And this is the team works 24/7 around the world to provide leases and loans and insurance.
Another area where time and effort has been spent, a lot of time and effort and focus this year has been around diversity and inclusion. And we've had a number of firsts this year. Maybe perhaps you can just touch on a few of those.
Absolutely. We're very proud of the progress we've made on our journey to create a more diverse and inclusive environment that's good for employees, it's good for customers, it's good for our communities. Indeed, a couple of firsts in 2021. We produced our first ever diversity and inclusion report. We held our first D&I conference. You can read about our efforts to empower women in STEM. You can read about our partnerships with historically Black colleges and universities, and much more, including our employee resource groups. All of that promotes the unique cultural differences of our employees. And speaking of first, yes, in 2021, our Caterpillar Foundation has such a rich history of generosity. But thanks to a $2 million donation from the foundation, we created the first ever African American Innovation Entrepreneurship Curator. That's going to be a position within the Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture. So very proud of that.
Finally, we have a long history as a company in Caterpillar. And again, we reached a number of other milestones this year.
Let me just hit on a few of the highlights. For the fourth year in a row in Brazil, we were voted the best company to work for. What an outstanding honor. In India, we celebrated 50 years of manufacturing. Facilities like Grenoble, France, Akashi, Japan are manufacturing there 60 years in facilities like that. So just a true testament to the global nature of our people, of our operations. And of course, 2021, happy 96th birthday to Caterpillar.
Rachel, I really appreciate your time today. It's been really great to get that very, very whistle-stop tour of some of the things that have happened across this great company, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you, and hopefully this will be something which we'll see more of these sorts of stories become part of Beyond the Numbers as we go through 2022. Thank you very much.